What's up, guys? This is Tyler from House of Cards TCG, and today we're talking about ABC Dragon Buster, which is still really good. I play this deck and I've faced a lot of meta decks and I have beat them all down. I'm talking Dino, Invoked Dogmatica, Virtual World. I beat them all with this deck here. And like I said, I am moving, so I figured I just set up my Zelda collection, so figured to give you an opportunity to check it out. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel so that we can continue on past to 2,000 subs, 2,500, 5,000, and let's get into the reason why you're here, which is ABC Dragon Buster. Let's see if I still remember how to play this. Cue the intro.
House of Cards TCG.
All right, guys, let's get into the main deck. This is a 40 card main deck. And like I said, it's very consistent. I thoroughly enjoy playing this. So we're going to start off with our 3A Assault Cores. So what A does is when it's sent to the grave, it lets you add back a Union monster from the graveyard back to hand. Which sometimes, because I don't activate A all the time, but it does come up. A really important piece you want to see is B. What B does is when it's sent to the grave, then you get to add one from your deck to your hand, which is more important because the whole point of this deck is to get ABC to the grave to banish it for the Buster Dragon. Then you have C Crush Wyvern. C lets you special summon from your hand once it's sent to the grave. And now the key to C is all you have to do is have a target. So if I'm holding B, and let's say I have B and C, and I want to get A summoned by C to be able to get into my Buster, B is still in my hand as a target when these are sent to the grave. So if I chain 1 C, chain 2 B, B happens first, which lets me add A, then C can summon A, even though it was not in my hand when it was sent to the grave. But as long as there was a target, you can resolve it. We play 1 Union Driver. Union Driver's purpose is you don't want to see it in your hand, but it's not the end of the world. But if you see Union Driver, you can usually pitch it or do something there. But what this does is Hanger and Unauthorized don't let you special summon a monster that you equip with the effects. So Union Driver lets you get around that by equipping Union Driver to your monster that you've targeted off Unauthorized or Hanger. Then you can banish this and then equip a different monster to summon, which I'll show you in the combo. We play 1 silver and 1 gold gadget. This is for extenders, and these actually come in very clutch on some different plays that we do. I am still running 3 Galaxy Soldier because it's too easy. People complain about this and have cut this from their deck. Galaxy Soldier is still good. I love seeing it. And if I don't open a Galaxy Soldier or can't search it, it's not the end of the world. I can still play. So that's just, I want to see it. For extenders, I am running 3 Parallel Exceed now. This is for link climbing, and I'm going to show you how this has come up so many times where I'm able to go into my different plays off Parallel and kind of show you the end board that I'm looking for. So that's it for the monsters. Now we'll do 1 Terraforming. I wish I could play more, but just 1 that's going to search your Hanger. And then we play 3 Hanger. Maybe I'm a blessed ABC player. I don't know, but I always see Hanger. And maybe it's just the deck and the way that I play is that I'm always going to see it. I usually see Hanger pretty often or Unauthorized as a way to keep playing. 1 set rotation with a Signet Universe. So you give your opponent Signet and you get Hanger. So that with Terraforming, 3 Hanger and set rotation, that's 5 ways to get to Hanger. Plus, of course, we're playing Pot of Prosperity. So, chances of opening Hanger are really good. We play 3 Unauthorized Reactivation. It's a must play. Not only is it protection for your monsters, but it also can then let you extend further by equipping Union Driver with unauthorized effects if you didn't open a Hanger. I like it, especially just to protect my Buster Dragon in general, just from different plays. So 3 Pot of Prosperity because there is flexibility in the extra deck, and Pot of Prosperity, usually between your 5-card hand and Prosperity, you're going to find a Hanger. And of course, that is the key to this entire deck, is getting to Hanger. For traps, I play 3 Paleozoic Dynamiscus. This card is actually really good in this deck, and it's come up so much. the discard, which helps you get ABC pieces to the grave. It targets one face up, which aka I've hit this with a Mystic Mine to break a Mystic Mine. And as well as it banishes. So if you're looking at something that you want to banish, so like 3 positives that come from playing this card. And then let's talk about how you can also summon it to help you with your link climb. If you activate another trap, it can summon itself from the graveyard. So the recursion and the way that Paleozoic plays with this deck is actually so good, and I definitely wouldn't take that out. It plays so well. Going second, of course you can, but going first, there's no way I'm taking it out. I play 3 Solemn Strike because it's just one of the best traps in the game. Strike is just going to help you protect yourself and get you through some plays. And then we play 1 Call by the Grave and 3 Ash Blossom. And that is our main deck, 40 card. And like I said, I'm going to be showing you some combos in this video and show you the inboards that I am working with here. For Link 1, I got to play the Clara and Rushka because sometimes you got to resolve this. Like say you get into a Silver Gadget, you get into anything like that. Like or if you summon C, get shut down on your Union Driver, like you need effects to resolve. This can come up. I would not encourage cutting it. It does come up, and I'd rather have it than not have it. You could replace it with something else, but you know, if you have combo in your hand or something like that, you're probably going to pitch this off Prosperity, but I'd rather just have it in the deck. For Link 2s, we have IP, we have Nightmare Phoenix, and we have Platinum Gadget. IP is going to help you resolve your Underworld Goddess or anything else. We do play that. Phoenix for back row, and Platinum Gadget, which Platinum Gadget is really nice. Platinum Gadget is not on Link Summon. It's an activated effect. So if you get 2 pieces out, Link with Platinum Gadget, you get to resolve your grave effects. Then you can activate Platinum Gadget after that to then summon one of those pieces. So Platinum Gadget, really nice. Only downfall is it can't be Link Summoned the turn it's summoned, which doesn't mean on your opponent's turn with IP, you can't link it off. For Link 3, I have Unicorn. It's just too good, too broken. You got to have it. And then for Link 4s, I run Appaloosa, which you can go into. I run Mech Knight Crusadia, and I'll explain that. And then Access Code Talker. So Access Code, obviously, for finishing the game off. You have too many pieces, you can easily resolve it. And then Avery Max, because if your inboard is Platinum Gadget and IP and Buster Dragon, your Buster Dragon gets hit and you don't get to resolve and bring your pieces back, well, then IP can still resolve and bring you into a Mech Knight Crusadia Avermax that cannot be destroyed by card effects, cannot be destroyed by battle. I mean, this card is really, really good. I think this card is very underrated. So reading it, when this card is linked on the field, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Also, their monsters cannot target monsters for attacks except this one. Once per battle during calculation, if this card battles a special summon monster, you can make this card gain attack equal to the opponent's attack during the damage calculation only. So really good. I said that can't be destroyed by battle. I was thinking of Burrow Sword for some reason, and then when you are able to connect that with IP and make it not be able to be destroyed by card effects, makes it really good. Again, Avery Max is in there for flex if your Buster gets negated and you can't tag out, because obviously if you can tag out, you want to go into Underworld Goddess and use one of your opponent's monsters as material to disrupt them, which is really good. As well as when that summon negates the effects of your opponent's monsters and negates a special summon from the graveyard. So for Ixie monsters, we still run Nova and we still run Infinity. You have to, you run a Galaxy Soldier package, and then that's how you're going to get into that. And then my awesome card that I love playing, which is Dugaris. So you're like, why do you play Dugaris? Well, one, we run a ton of level 4s with Parallel, with ABC pieces, with the gadgets. It's a ton of level 4s. And also, Dugaris has won me so many games by Ixie summoning into Dugaris, pitching the material, and then access code is on the field at 5,300 attack. And then my opponent's like, oh, there's not game there. Dugaris double its attack. Now it's 10,300 attack, or 10,600 attack. That's insane. So that's how I really use Dugaris to kind of finish my opponent. And then you have to run 3 ABC Dragon Buster because he is broken, and you have to run 3 because grind games are real, and you want to make sure that you have 3. So that is the extra deck. Let me set up and let's go into some combos. All right, getting nice and shuffled up here. So we're going to show you the combos with this so you can understand ABC a little bit better and how it works. And obviously, it's a really easy deck to make. It is tough on Nibiru, but there's ways around that. So let's see what we draw for turn. We got a parallel as extender, terraforming, which searches hanger, called by for any hand traps. We have an A assault core and a gap. Okay, so this is really, really good. You're gonna be able to see like full power combo of this deck. So let's go ahead and first start off down here, activating Terraform. I told you for some reason, maybe I'm meant to play ABC, but I always see a way to hanger. So terraforming, we're gonna search hanger effect. I'm gonna activate, and here I'm gonna go search a B. And it's because I have a Galaxy Soldier, especially with called by. So we're gonna normal summon B, and then B is gonna go ahead, hanger's effect is gonna activate targeting B, and we're gonna equip Union Driver with our B. Once we find Union Driver. All right, so here we're gonna activate Union Driver's effect. He's gonna banish itself, and then we get to equip another card. So I do have A, but I have Galaxy Soldier to pitch A. I could go with C. I have plenty of extenders. So honestly, for follow-up reasons, what I'm gonna probably do is I'm gonna equip another B. I'm gonna activate B's effect to summon itself, and then I'm gonna link these two off. And here we're gonna go into IP because we don't even need to go into Platinum Gadget because we have so many extenders. So just straight up out of this, I'm gonna go straight into IP. We're gonna get B, both their effects resolved. So B and B, we obviously already have A. We need to grab a C to get us our ABC. And then for further extension, I'm just gonna grab another B. So even though we use two Bs, they're not once per turn, so they both resolve. And now this is our hand, which is gonna be insane. So now we're gonna activate Galaxy Soldier effect in hand, summoning itself, and we're gonna go ahead and pitch C. Galaxy Soldier effect will activate, searching us another Galaxy Soldier. Then we're gonna Galaxy Soldier effect again, because the search is once per turn, but not the summon. And we're gonna pitch A, giving us A, B, and C engrave. Now we're gonna overlay these two into our Nova, which our opponent knows now you have to hit us with Nibiru. Otherwise, it doesn't, like, you're getting negated by Cyber Dragon Infinity. And that's an Omni Negate that we're going to be able to have on the field, as well as it can take an opponent's attack position monster. We're going to save Parallel for our Dugaris, and this is how we're going to finish the game. Now we're going to banish A, banish C, and banish B, and that will bring us out our ABC Buster Dragon, which I'll put right here. So looking at this, we could set called by if we wanted to, if we didn't use it to negate a hand trap. So what do we have here? We're sitting on a Banish Interruption, an IP, which after we tag out can go into Underworld Goddess to tribute the monster, and then an Omni Negate Destroy with Infinity. So really good. So let's say it's our opponent's turn, they act. We activate B, ABC Dragon Buster. Say we pitch call by, we banish a card. Then we're gonna chain two ABC Dragon Buster to tribute itself, and then we're gonna bring back B, we're gonna bring back C, and I always put A in attack because it has 200 defense and 1900 attack. We're gonna put our hand right here. This is our hand. And now I'm gonna activate Hanger's effect. The reason why I activate Hanger's effect is because it's a free summon on the next turn, and because I don't really use A very often, but it also negates monster effects. So I'm gonna target C, and I'm gonna equip A with C. And that just gives me an extra summon next turn, as well as if they try to beat over C, I can destroy this instead, send it to the grave. And also because A is kind of one of the worst ones I don't want to see, so A, I always send to the grave. So at least leaves me another body on the field. And then, let's say for example, our opponent makes a move, they do something else, we can Omni Negate with Infinity. We're going to chain IP, tributing A, B, and IP. And then their monster, which will bring out our Underworld Goddess. So now we've tributed their monster, we've banished one with their ABC Dragon, and we have an Omni Negate here. Now we're going to resolve these. So we get A and B's effect. So I'm looking at the grave. We want to get a C. So what I'm going to do is A effect, add B back to hand, and then B effect is going to grab me another C. So we're going to look through a deck, grab a C there. So we have a Link 5 Underworld Goddess, Omni Negate here, and then our hand is still B Buster Drake, C, and Parallelic C, which is really good. So we didn't even have to activate A's effect. Like, that could stay, but we obviously have another B. So we could grab it for just further extension. So now, let's say it's our turn, they've passed, and this is how we're gonna finish our opponent off. And it's gonna be so beautiful when you see this. So we're gonna shuffle up real quick, shuffle our deck. We're gonna draw for turn. We draw a Pot of Prosperity, which we don't even need to use. So we can use A effect to summon itself. And then now we have to really go into a link that we can use parallel with because it has to point. Ironically enough, Nightmare Phoenix has an arrow that points right. So we can link these two off. We haven't normal summoned, by the way. So if we link A and C off into Phoenix, we can co-link it here. So if these are co-linked, we can actually draw another card. So now we're going to Phoenix effect if we had to pitch a card to get rid of a back row. And then chain 2 will be C effect. So C is going to be able to special out one of our Bs. And then chain 3 will be parallel exceed going right here. And then exceed effect, so that's been summoned. Phoenix can do a back row, and then we summon B off of C. So then parallel effect will then go into another parallel. That making these two both level 4s. And again, we have an affinity to negate here, and that's important. We still haven't normal summoned, and we get to draw a card off of Phoenix if we activated the effect to pitch, which we could pitch a B, we could pitch whatever. Let's just say we didn't, so we can finish this off here. Now we can go into Phoenix and B Buster Drake here, and then that can bring us out our Unicorn. Now B Buster Drake's gonna activate. The only thing that makes sense for us to grab here would probably be an A. We can grab another C, so let's just go ahead and grab an A so we have pieces here. And to keep in mind, we have a B and C there, and a B and an A. So if we normal summon C, we can actually make 2 Dragon Busters. But so now we have Unicorn out. We can again pitch a card because we just keep on recycling with Bs. And then from here, we can go ahead and normal summon a B, or you can normal summon a C to further extension, but you don't really need to. So let's just normal summon B. We're gonna link those off into access code, access B effect, chain 1, chain 2, access code, equipping, using Unicorn to get it to 5,300 attack. B will grab us our last piece, which again, we just keep adding pieces to our hand. And now from here, we can overlay these two. Those two can go into a Dagaris. We can Dagaris effect, pitching both of our parallels, given this 10,600 attack, as well as a 3,000 attack card, as well as Cyber Dragon Infinity. Oh, and we can also make 1, 2, 3, pretty close to 2, but we can at least we can banish those pieces and bring out another Dragon Buster. And still 4 cards in hand. So again, that's how I link climb and go into some different plays. And with all this, I mean, your opponent has 1 turn to really make a move. And if not, like, you're just beating them and destroying them. So, all right, let me reset. We'll do one more test hand with this deck. And just keep in mind, I was thinking about that, and like that was with Galaxy Soldier. That's why I still run Galaxy Soldier, but you're not going to keep Galaxy Soldier in every single time. You're not going to end with that, which is the combo that I really want to show you. Obviously, it's more acceptable to Nibiru, but let's be real, so is most decks, unless you can go into Appaloosa and that sort of thing. So, all right, let's go into another test hand here. So let's draw for turn. We have a Dynamiscus, B Buster Drake, another B Buster Drake, an Authorized, which is good, and a Silver Gadget. Okay, so look, I didn't open Hanger, but I still have an Authorized Reactivation, which is going to be really good, especially with Silver Gadget. So what we're going to do here, we're going to normal summon Silver Gadget effect, which will then summon out B Buster Drake. Now from here, we can link off, but we're going to go ahead and activate Unauthorized Reactivation on B Buster Drake using Union Driver. Well, Union Driver effect, and then we're going to equip a C this time. And I'm going to show you why. The reason why we're going to, Driver gets banished, Unauthorized goes here. The reason why we're going to go C is C can then summon itself. And then when you do this, I have a target in hand. I have B Buster Drake in hand. So now I can link these two off and go into, I'm going to show you. So I'll link these two off. This is acceptable to Ash, but we're going to chain 1 C Crush Wyvern, chain 2 B Buster Drake. So B Buster Drake is going to resolve first, and C is able to activate because I have a target in hand. We're going to add A. Now C is going to resolve. Let me summon out. I guess I should go ahead and link so I could show you that IP goes there because that's what the target would be. So then C effect resolves, and that's going to special out A. Now you can link these two off, and you can make either Phoenix, you can go into Platinum Gadget, which you have more Platinum Gadget, even though we're not going to activate the effect. And then from here, we can set Dynamiscus, and then we're going to banish our A, our B, and our C for B Buster Drake. Now again, like I said, this is acceptable to nib, but it's still not bad. So we have a B Buster Drake, which is a target for ABC Dragon to banish offhand. We're going to shuffle off, and we're going to play through this. So depending on what our opponent does, because obviously it is just about what our opponent does. So we probably activated ABC Dragon. We pitched B, and then we're going to tag this out to bring out C, B, and A. And we don't have a hanger to equip, but that's going to be able to give us next turn. We probably IP'd effect and use B and C. So what we're going to do is get B effect here and use our opponent's monster. Again, I abuse Underworld Goddess in this deck. So we probably used Underworld Goddess's effect. Also, definitely messed that one up. So let's put our pieces back here because I forgot about Platinum Gadget. So Platinum Gadget we can resolve. So this is a Chain Link 2, our opponent's monster would be a Link 3, and then this is a 4 because we're going to use 1, and then we're just going to use our B. That was a play that I would normally do. Apologize for that. So, and that does come up, so that goes into our Underworld Goddess, and then we get B effect. So looking at our hand, I would probably still grab the third B just because it's just such a good one. I mean, it just keeps recycling pieces back in your hand. So off B, we are going to add the third B and then shuffle. All right, so now we have Underworld Goddess out. We used one of our opponent's monsters. We banished off of our ABC Dragon Buster. And now it's our turn. They could have battled over this, but let's just say that here's where we're sitting. And then we draw Signet Universe, which does nothing. But now what we're able to do is normal summon our B. We can link these two off, and these two will go into our Phoenix, or we could go into whatever it may do. So we're going to get B effect. B is then going to go ahead and grab us another A. Because looking at the deck, we have two Bs, we now have two As, and then we're just missing one C to go into another one. So now we can link these off to go into our Unicorn. And then C effect is going to activate, let us summon out A. And then now we can link these off into an access code. Access code using Unicorn to gain 3,000 attack. And then we still have our A, C, and B. And again, all we're missing is one more C, and we have a second ABC Dragon. But that still brings out that, which with the Signet Universe in hand, if we didn't use it off of our Nightmare package, attack over, pop, 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 because we could banish Unicorn, we could banish Phoenix, and we could banish Platinum Gadget because they're all three different types. So that's 3 pops with access code, ABC Buster, Signet, which you can use the effect, and Underworld Goddess. All right, so that is how this deck does. Let's do one more test hand because I'm feeling good with it. All right, so we will do one more test hand. Again, I love playing this deck. I think it's so much fun playing this deck, to be honest with you. I really enjoy it. Things have come up. That Underworld Goddess play has actually come up a lot. Like with Dino, with Virtual World, Invoked. I have used IP so much to go into Underworld Goddess and then tribute off different monsters. Like Saber Gothams, I've used that. I've used a Archosaur. I've used that. And a lot of different things. Especially it works very well when you have to activate the effect of a monster and you could tribute it before it gets to do that. So let's see what our test hand is this time. Cool. Hanger. But we have Pot of Prosperity, Galaxy Soldier, and a Solemn Strike. So again, really good. To be honest, what I would do here before activating Pot of Prosperity, I would see if my opponent has a hand trap. So like, let's just go ahead and activate Hanger. And let's say that gets ashed. I'm like, okay, cool. So now I can use Pot of Prosperity. I really already have Soldier. I have B Buster Drake. The only thing that could be, any kind of extender would be great, a Parallel, anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and banish Clara. I would probably go ahead and banish our Mechanite Crusadia. Probably not going to go into it. Don't banish the Cyber Dragons because we have Galaxy Soldier. I like Dagaris. I like the ABC. You could banish any of these. You could banish a Phoenix if you're not going to go into back row. So that is 1, 2, 3 there. That's all. I really only resolve Prosperity for 3 usually with this deck because it is important there. We have another strike and we have a set rotation. So it all depends on what you're looking for here. Let's just go ahead and grab an A just so we have it. And then we can put set rotation and strike back. You could grab strike, which is just another interruption because strike is not once per turn. So definitely different ways to play that. Now let's go ahead and start out with normal summoning B. We're going to activate Hanger. Hanger will equip our Union Driver. To RB. Activate Union Driver's effect, banishing. And then this time we're going to equip a... So let me think about this here because we have Galaxy Soldier to pitch. B will search us another card, but we want follow-up. So we probably are going to go ahead and equip another B. Especially if we already just ate an Ash, then we don't have to worry about that. B Buster Drake to summon itself. Link both B Buster Drakes off for an IP. And then we get both Buster Drake's effects. We obviously know that we need a C. And then we're going to grab another B for follow-up. And we have ABC in our hand here. So now what we could do is we can Soldier Effect, pitch our A, summon itself, Soldier Effect, which is then going to search us another Galaxy Soldier. And then Galaxy Soldier again to pitch C this time, and then do that. You could, you can't activate their effects also when they're pitched off of C or sent as material. I should mention that. So even if you use Dagaris with them, you can't do that. So we'll go Nova and Infinity again for the Omni Negate, and then we will banish A, B, and C for our Buster Dragon. So really consistent deck as you're seeing. So we'll bring Buster here. And this is going to be our inboard here. We can set strike. So with this, I mean, you may not even use Dragon Buster's effect. You may not have to. So if you did or you didn't, we could tag this out, bring out B, A here, and C here. And then we're going to use Hanger Effect on C to equip A. It's just always my standard play. It just depends on your hand. It just seems like this is the route I'm going. And then, of course, you have IP Effect, which is going to use your B and your A and go into your Underworld Goddess, tributing one of your monster's effects, Omni Negate here. And so you can pitch B if you banished a card off of the dragon, off of ABC Dragon there. And then here, you obviously get B's effect again. A is equipped. So B's effect again, this time we'll grab a C since we already have 2 A's out. The only thing we're missing is a C. And then that is going to be the play for there. So then on the follow-up turn again, what you want to do is just, and we probably could have used strike there. So follow-up turn, we're going to see if we can get 2 Dragon Busters out, which we can. We draw another strike, which is insane. So we'll normal summon out our A. And then we have Sea Crush Wyvern here, which is going to special summon, which we don't have a target. But we can use A and then link climb into that. I'm going to show you how we're able to do that. So looking at this, we have our 2 A's, we have our 2 C's. So we're going to make 2 Dragon Busters here. So start off by linking these off. So it's very important. Ooh, we banished our Phoenix. We probably should have banished our Platinum Gadget there. So let's say put our Phoenix because we did have Galaxy Soldier. So I would have banished Platinum Gadget because I didn't need to go into it. Platinum Gadget's for when you don't have Galaxy Soldier. So I apologize for that little misplay there. But go into Phoenix. The reason why that's important is because we're going to chain 1A, chain 2C. So we have a target. So C is going to summon C. And then A is going to add us our B back to hand. So this is our hand now. Now we can go ahead and link these 2 off to go into Unicorn. And then we're going to be able to activate C effect again to summon out B. And now, same thing. Go take these, go into an access code. And then we're going to be able to get B effect to add us our last, should be our last target in hand, which is C. Yeah, or we have an A in there too. So we'll grab C. So we can have another card. We actually have 2 cards. And what's crazy with this is we can banish B, C, and A. Bring out our Dragon Buster. And if we really wanted to flex, we have C, B, and A, which is not once per turn. So you can actually bring out a second Dragon Buster. And you have a 5300 multiple pop access code, Underworld Goddess, 2 ABCs, which you can banish, and Omni Negate Infinity. So this deck is still really, really good. People are sleeping on it. I think it's still so good. I don't like Bujinki. I don't like your Giant X. I think it clogs it up. This build is still really, really, really solid. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. And if you can, make sure to like and subscribe. This has been Tyler with House of Cards TCG, signing out.